Dang, this may hurt to say, but if you were in my trading group, you would have been in the gains with me like I am right now. I can teach you guys how to do this. How many people got wrecked, didn't make it through the night, but how many people made gains in the trading group with the lifer? Shout out to everybody here, and I'm sorry that I'm not consistent, but somehow we just figure it out. I don't know how. I don't know how I hit it last night and gave you the perfect entry. We're going to talk about that. We're going to break it down, but if you are in my trading group, you're in the money, and we are in gains, baby. Gainitis again. Banging on them to the upside. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. If you were in my Discord, which I like to start right off the bat, I would have given you a perfect entry last night at 2 in the morning. I was up till 2 in the morning making sure you had everything you need. I don't want to leave you hanging. I love each and every one of you. You're $3 a day, $99 a month. I'm going to work so hard for each and every one of you because God has blessed me with a beautiful life. So here we are last night. Now, I started a bit descending triangle. I started a bit bearish. All right. But I gave you a Bitcoin update where I explained that I was watching the 7-minute closely. watching the 200 SMA, said as long as we stay above the 7-minute 200 SMA, we're going to be fine. Then I took a look at the 1 minute and I saw this inverted head and shoulder. I decided to take this right shoulder and front run the idea that we would get above the 200 SMA and get the move to the upside. Then I basically, the signal flashed. I have a signal in my trading group. It's when the 1 minute gets above the 200, I open up a long. And I do it consistently over and over again. Had you taken that long, you would have woken up in massive gains. That was a huge move. Then again, I woke up and saw this inverted head and shoulder and gave you another entry in case you missed the first one down here when I was up at 2 in the morning. I gave you that at 8 in the morning. That was the perfect right shoulder that would then plow you up from 60. Yeah, we're sitting at like 66,000 66,000, and that would skyrocket all the way to where we are now. I showed you both my trades. I nailed them. I closed them both in profit for massive gains. And I've been posting other things throughout the morning. But if you're in my trading group, look, and then I even talked about this booming to the upside, how we're in this flag, and this flag broke out, likely to get to the 200 SMA. And anyway, showed you my gains that I already made this morning. And showed you the next flag that I was watching again, which kind of came up, did a dip, and then continued to the upside. Also some other news and some things about what's happening in the Fed. But God bless you all. Thank you for jumping on in. A lot of Bitcoin getting bought up right now. Some Solana buys in there. We're going to take a look at Solana in a little while. Ethereum. Litecoin getting up in there. We see some Bitcoin Cash, some Shiba Inu. But mainly it's Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin. And the halving is coming. It's kind of crazy how close this halving is. It kind of freaks me out. Like, really? In 15 days? We have a halving coming? Is that really 15 days? Bitcoin's about to have? I'm excited. You should be excited. This is the most insane place to be in any market, really. Because you want to be around scarce assets if you're trading and you're making a fortune, right? Now, what if you're around one of the scarcest assets that's going to be cut in half in the next 2 weeks? Everybody here, you're in the most special place. Look at this. They did not stop me out. They tried to. I was playing this flag. They dolphin dipped it. It's crazy, though. Look, that stop loss would never have gotten hit. It would have been so close, though. Pretty crazy to the upside for Bitcoin. We're going to break it down for you. We're going to show you it all. But I've been working on it since this morning here when we got above the 200 right there and when we got above the 200 right there. Both of those were entries. I gave them both to my trading group. I gave you the right shoulder here before it broke out right there on another chart. Anyway, so if you were watching me and you're in my trading group, I can prove to you that you would be in the gains right now, nailing it. Okay. I had to change a meeting here. Babe, I just got a... Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's break down Bitcoin for you right now. Is there a trade to be had right now in front of you? Right now, the 1 minute is a little high. I would say it needs to cool off a little bit, and the moving averages got far apart. We like to get in when they're tight. When they get far apart, that's when the move kind of starts to expand. At the same time, we have a beautiful resistance that we broke back above, and we could be making a bit of a flag here on the 1 minute time frame. Watch for these stochastics to reset. We don't want to lose the 21-day moving average, and we actually could continue really something like this. Target is about 68,360 for Bitcoin. All right. ATR getting a bit of a dump there. Might actually fall down here. I'm watching it closely. I finally put my moon bag to rest. I've been swinging it. Finally put while I was willing to just keep in there and let it go. You know, eventually you got to do that. You got to do that. So let's break down Bitcoin for you like we do every single day. Let's talk about the weekly chart and, let's just have some fun. So if you know me and you know what I do and what I talk about, I go over the weekly every single day on my channel. Sometimes the monthly. We go over every single thing that we can here. And 65,500 has been my broken record, right? If you see me, I've been talking about it every single time over and over and over again. Shout out to the 1,000 people here on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. This ain't your average YouTube channel. Let's go, baby! Let's get motivated. It's hard out here with the rain and the snow and the grayness. But yeah, I'm going to push forward and get you moving here. every single day. Get you dancing, get you moving, get you motivated. Get rid of the word try. We're not going to use the word try ever again in our lives. We're going to do. We're going to do things. We're going to create our realities and make it happen. That's what we're going to do every single time, baby. So then I talked about we must close a weekly candle above 65.5. I said, as long as we do that, I'm good. Like, I remain bullish. You know, and they had us with this green candle. I thought we were whistling Dixie. I didn't think we would ever. And then this week was interesting. I did not, they played me. They definitely played me. Psychologically starting to get in my head. But you know what? Because I stick with my weekly chart, they can't really get too far. And 67,170, 67,200 is my next support. So unless we close a weekly candle below 67.2, I remain bullish. Unless we close a weekly candle below 65.5, I remain bullish. Our next level to watch out for, if we were to fall in, would bring us to about 61.5 and $60,000. That would be the kind of area we would be looking for. So far, we got a nice push to the upside here for Bitcoin on the weekly. I don't like how far away we are for the 21-day moving average on the weekly, okay, which I've discussed many times, but that's actually getting pretty close. For the weekly, that ain't bad. Like, that ain't bad. Stokes also need to reset, but we could easily reset the Stokes. Stokes can reset while you continue to pump. I've seen that. Look, here we had a massive move up. Stokes were resetting while most of that move was happening. So, everyone goes by their... See, this is the thing. I study all the indicators, and I use them 100%, and then out of nowhere, I'll switch it up because I see anomalies, right? Amazing. So it's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing. So if this resets, we could easily just go sideways. To me, the best case scenario is we go down all the way and retest 59,000. It looks more and more unlikely every single time these weekly candles cannot close below the supports that, the resistance that I talk about. So as long as we keep closing above support, I should say, as long as we keep closing above support, we're in pretty good shape here for Bitcoin. 67,500 right now. So what do I want? I just want my daily candle to close above 67,200. That's all that I care about today. We get that, we'll be okay. So, to all my long-term people, everyone that's been buying Bitcoin, just kind of ready for the bigger move, understand that all we need is a candle to close on the weekly above 67.2, 65.5. As long as those two levels hold, the bears don't really have a leg to stand on. They really just don't. All right. You got the golden cross. I mean, these are starting to kind of get in again. The way to get in, I talk about this. Bottoms are bullish divergence, tight moving averages. If you get tight moving averages on the weekly, you're getting in at a beautiful place for Bitcoin. Some people had to settle for 25,000. If you had guts like we did, we got in at 16, 17, 19,000. We were buying all of these areas, just dollar cost averaging throughout the entire low period. And I used the alternative.me fear and greed index. Whenever that thing was in the shaded region, I'm buying so much Bitcoin, it's ridiculous. Down in here. We may not get it. We may actually stay pinned in these key areas. I did buy Bitcoin. I bought about a quarter, almost a half of a Bitcoin between, let me see the levels here. Ooh, that looks pretty nice to me. Like we're going to get a move to the upside here out of the flag. I may want to post up inside this flag here. So let's take a look at the flag that's starting to form. Could give us a bigger move too, just like huge. Take you to 68,000, almost 69K. This is awesome. I love that we're back above 67.2. I like when my key levels that I say have to be hold. It just makes me feel all warm and cuddly inside. And for a moment, we can breathe when it comes to Bitcoin, right? It seems like it's a never-ending battle with BTC. You wake up, you go to sleep, you wake up, you go to sleep. It never ends. So let's see here. This would be, and what we're going to do is risk again that 162 for 600. Previous support is resistance. I like the flag. I'm going to have to look at the bigger time frames before I jump on in, though. Right now, the flag looks good to me. Let me pause on this for 1 second. Put this up on another screen. Let me just pause on this for 1 second here. But I can see my risk. I can see what I'd like to do. And follow me at Twitter. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Really appreciate that. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for the 1,252 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let me get back to my other chart here. Okay, so here we are on the weekly. We're going to move forward to the 3-day chart now. All right? And you can see the 3-day chart getting a bit of a move with that nice green candle to the upside. showing signs of a possible double bottom, but it also kind of has a descending triangle vibe. I'm just going to be honest. Has some descending triangle vibes that technically break to the downside. So I'm just, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just pointing this out. That is a descending triangle right now. I guess we could kind of tweak it a little bit, but to me, yeah, doesn't look amazing. I like where the 21's getting closer to price action. When we were here, I told you we would have to come back to the 21. I told you we were either going to go sideways or to the downside. It was unlikely we were going to continue to go to the upside. Everyone said we were. I said, but we're too far away from the 21. This doesn't make any sense. It's exactly what happened. All right. Let's take a look at our daily time frame, and our daily really is the go-to right now. It's the GOAT. It's the one we want to watch, and we're watching this symmetrical triangle on the daily time frame. It's just really what it comes down to. And these are known to break to the downside. I've been actually following, we've been making a few of these on and off between the 1 minute and the 5 and the 7 to 50 minute time frame. And almost every one of them is broken to the downside 90% of the time. They're 50-50 bilateral patterns. I see them break down more than they break up, in my humble opinion. But anything is possible. 82,000 would be the move out of this to the upside. You'd have to break this $71,500 resistance here. On the daily, it's about 71.4, 71.387. But yeah, 71.5 on the wicks. And then, of course, the previous all-time high, 73,777 on Binance. Might be different on another exchange, right? But yeah, 73,773 here in 60 cents. So this is what I see happening. It's a 50-50 pattern. We're still not out of the water yet. We're not out of the water until we break above basically this high and bounce, or both these highs, and get a bit of a bounce here to the upside. I like the consolidation before we get our bigger move. The moving average a little far apart. The daily isn't amazing, but the stochastics have reset, and that gives us a sign. So now we flip on our indicators, and the stochastics, again though, I've seen them hit this dotted line and a nasty dump come to the downside. You got to be open-minded. Anything could happen. Shout out to all the new people here on the live. If you're here, my name's Sam Price, Crypto Lifer. I've been trading for 15 years. Since I was 24 years old. I am now 41 in a week. And actually 5 days. I appreciate that if you're jumping on in. So I love you. I thank you. And I spread light, love, and positivity every single day here on this channel. I believe in God. I believe in you. And I want you to do amazing things with your life. I push people to change. My trading group is a motivational place where I find the inner soul of people and help them find their inner chi to push themselves to places they never thought possible. I push myself to places I never thought possible. I haven't taken a day off in a long, long time. Over 1,000 days I've been grinding and just doing it. And I'm super excited to talk about just how to get motivated, how to stay disciplined, and how to go after the life that you're envisioning in your world. You want to make it happen, and you can. All right. You speak in affirmations. You can create your own reality, and you can actually rebuild your subconscious mind, which may have been hijacked by certain entities at certain times. So, and that's another discussion at another time. But right now, I'm even motivating you to change. You don't even realize it, but I'm sending you good vibrations. I'm pushing you to the limit. So swing up to swing up here on the daily. While this swings down, it's a little bit of hidden bullish divergence. We talked about this hidden bullish. And so far, remember when I said this is going to be your low? That was hidden bullish. It said 90% accurate that is going to be your low. You're never going to go lower than that until you break the all-time high. That's what this is telling us. So we have hidden bullish here and hidden bullish there. Two forms of hidden bullish divergence. What is hidden bullish? When the RSI moves to the downside, but the price moves to the upside, that is hidden bullish. Specifically when you're in an uptrend and things are kind of pumping to the upside, right? So hidden bullish divergence on the radar. This is kind of what I'm seeing. A little bit of chop though, and it's not all amazing, right? So daily candle, let's break it down. Today is amazing. Yesterday, reversal candle. Whenever I see 2 wicks to the bottom like that, it's called tweezer bottoms. It's likely we get a reversal back to the upside. What I am saying though, even if we get the reversal back to the upside, it's not like it's all amazing. We could come up here, come back down. So let's look for 70,500 is the target kind of for this area. And you can see this key resistance at 69,860, 69,000 or 69.5. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of issue there. Okay. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame, and the 4-hour needs to get back above the 200. Once that happens, we can kind of breathe easy for a bit that we're going to be more sideways, or so once we get above the 200 SMA, we can assume we're going to kind of toy with it till our next move. Getting below the 200 is not a good sign, but look at this, kind of an Adam and Eve that broke back to the upside, and I got you on the small time frames. I found reversals. I can figure out how to reverse on the smaller time frames, and I'm able to do this many, many times. So the 4-hour looks good to me. It is getting a little above the dotted line. You'd like a little more momentum there for what you had, meaning I'd like the RSI to have basically less room for a move like that, like one move, and we should be kind of halfway. So it's not all amazing. We're having some resistance now. We have we just hit exact resistance on the 4-hour. So it's 67,007. We hit resistance on the 4-hour 200 MA. You see that? We must break back above the 4-hour 200 MA. We must get to the 1-hour 200 MA. But right now it's going to be that 4-hour. Today I just want to see the 4-hour close above the 200 MA. If we get that, I'll be a bullish man. And that'll be a pretty good sign that we could get a continuation to the upside, or at least go sideways. For most of the day, it looks like we could just do something like this. We could easily get rejected and fall to the downside, though. We'll be watching this area throughout the afternoon to see what Thursday brings. Remember, volume will dry up around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Things tend to get a little flat and sideways, so just gotta keep that on your mind. Keep that in your head. Another thing is we teach a screen share today. I have a screen share every single Thursday from 8:30 to about 10 o'clock at night. Jump on into my weekly screen share every single week. I do it, and I share my entire portfolio, pivots that I'm making, things that I added to the portfolio, which I did, some real-world asset ideas. And, we're really at the beginning stages of some of these coins. People think we aren't because we've seen so much pump. But if you've been watching me, you've been at the beginning of these early stages. All right? Right now, I did just take a long here out of this little flag on the 1 minute. It looks likely to play to the upside. This is a known model that I take. Previous support is resistance, low stochastic. I like what I'm seeing, but again, you never know. We'll see what happens. It's high risk, high reward. All right, $780 in at 37x leverage. So I like that we broke back above some key levels. I like that we're playing with this point of control, meaning we can get back to the volume area highs at 73.7 and basically, the all-time high. We go to the 1 hour, and the 1 hour is a little spent. We're going to have to see the 1 hour get kind of, basically pushed to the upside. What I do like, though, is we broke above this notch. Very important that we broke above 66,008. 67,002 is also a key level. 67.2 is also a weekly support. And so that's a key level that I would be watching very closely. The 30-minute needs to breach above the 200. Once we flip that, that can also be a nice pump to the upside. And the fifth MC, another reason why I traded the long earlier today was because we were in a flag and we got above the 200. My stop could be below the 200, which I know is a great move. And then we got the pump to the upside. I took wick to wick. And this is why I got out of the trade when I did, because that was my measured move. And I took my model. I played my model. I got out. You know what I'm saying? Have a model. Take the model. Get out. That's the key whenever I'm leverage trading. You know what I mean? Swing trading might be a little different. I can hold on for a few days. If I'm in and out on leverage, I'm in and out on leverage. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So just one thing to be 66,800 was a key resistance, and now we got back above it. But look, previous resistance becomes support. Can the local time frame hold 67,187, 67.2? That's going to be kind of what we're looking for. We're going to look for this 15-minute to make a bit of a flag here. This is my next idea for a move to the upside. All right? Unless the 1 minute can come through for us on this smaller flag. So let's look at the 1 minute. And this is why I use the 1 minute time frame, because smaller time frames can give you some good insight here. So far, so good. We're up a little bit of the scalp, up $20, 2% on the scalp. Not amazing. And the key area to look at is 68,182. And again, if you were in my trading group, you would have been given the perfect trade last night at 2 in the morning. I can't be live every single day. I can't give you every single entry. What I can do is show you how I stay dedicated to my trading group. You don't want to pay $99 and find out that the person wasn't up at 2 a.m. making sure that you got every single thing that Bitcoin was giving you. You don't want to find out that the guy doesn't dress nice and show up every single day and give you every single thing he has. If they're not giving you every single thing you have, yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. All right. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. XRP going to be used as a stable USD coin. Going for that $10 stable, no problem. I don't know, man. XRP coming out and going to launch their own stable coin, though. Look at that huge spike to the upside that we just got for Bitcoin. Insane move that we just got. It was a short squeeze up to 67.8, and it happened like in a half a second. Look at that. Absolutely insane on KuCoin. Didn't get the same movement here on MEXC, but we're starting to break out to the upside here. If you took the flag, you might be in the money here as we gave you another free trade. So I'm giving you free trades all the time. All right. I show you guys my strategy without asking for a penny. Every single day almost I give away a free trade. Every once in a while I'll be dumbfounded. I can't figure out the market exactly, but it's very rare. 90% of the time I'm 90% accurate and spot on, showing you exactly what's going to happen and exactly how it's going to happen based off the moving averages. If you put as much time as I did into the charts, you're going to be able to see what the charts are going to tell you. It's a pretty simple idea. You know what I'm saying? Pretty simple idea. Anyway, so I just took you all the way from basically the weekly chart all the way back to the 1 minute. Showed you so many key insights and ideas to kind of give you an idea of what's happening for Bitcoin, all right? And that's kind of where we stand, all right? And this brings you right back to where we are here on Binance, right, on the 1 minute chart. And you can kind of see the method to my madness, how I get all the way to the 1 minute, why I'm even using it, right? I'm using it because I use the time frames that give me the most amount of information. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If you do not want a KYC, MEXC will make you KYC unless you may be baked in. If you've already opened up a MEXC like 2 years ago, you may be fine. But if not, they're going to make sure that you KYC. Now, BLOFIN won't make you do that up to $20,000 withdrawal. If you want more withdrawals, then you'll have to go up. But up to $20,000 withdrawals a day for BLOFIN. So check out BLOFIN. I got a link here. I don't know if I added it into the description. Team, could we make that quick adjustment? How you would do it is you would search BLOFIN in my trading group. You would find the link that I put out last night. You would then copy pasted it into the comment section, and you would get it going as soon as humanly possible because I didn't make you aware of it, right? If that can get done as soon as humanly possible, I would actually really appreciate it. Here, though, I'll give you the BLOFIN link. You know, I just know the people over at BLOFIN, good people. Check them out. And MEXC is my number one exchange. I'm going to make that very clear. This is for people that, you know, don't want a KYC on MEXC with an RNS ID. But you can get yourself an RNS ID today, okay? And you'll be fine. So, but it's up to you. Some people, I think, a lot of people live in fear. Not the lifers, but, some new people here. And I think a lot of people kind of throws them off. All this new stuff going on. So I get it. All right. But if you want to get yourself an RNS ID, you'll be able to KYC on MEXC. All right. Could we see Bitcoin at 58K? I don't trust this little pump today. I think there's more room to the downside. I just go by the weekly candle, man. As long as the weekly candle stays above some key levels, we're good to go. If it doesn't, then I'll change my tune. It's all about 65.5, my friend. We stay above 65.5, then I'm convinced. And it really 67.2. 67.2 was a key area that I wanted us to hold. And so far, we are holding that level. So it's been pretty awesome. All right. I'm in the green here on this chart. I may take it again just to kind of add to it. But we are pumping to the upside here on this Bitcoin move. The flag did play out previous support as resistance. And could we get all the way back to 68,371? All right. I was able to KYC with RNSI Day easy, baby. Look at Buckley.x, yeah. I mean, BLOFIN is great for everybody, my friend. BLOFIN is great for everybody. Jump on into BLOFIN today. I put a referral link there. If you want to take it, there's a referral link right there. So I know people may not be happy with MEXC KYC by June 30th, but you can simply get a PLOW ID and KYC. All right. You will be doxxed. You do have to show your face. To get that PLOW ID, you have to scan your face. So your face will be scanned. It is what it is. All right. Get yourself an RNS ID today, a PLOW ID. I put a link right there, a digital ID. All right. And you can kind of just type it in on YouTube, learn all about it, have some fun, and do some research. You'll be excited to find out how new things work in this world. I like Casper right here. I'm going to keep talking about it. I believe this is a beautiful place to accumulate. And I'm going to say it many, many times. This is a buy zone for Casper, the 618 golden pocket right here after this extension. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be surprised we see CASP at 33 cents somewhere in July and August, and things just start to go our way. Juan Ruiz, if you're in my trading group, send me your user ID, and I could always send that up to the powers that be, and they can ask what's happening. All right. Lifer, did you check ZETA chain yesterday? I did not, because there was really no point to check on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You asked me thoughts on it, and I said I like it. I think it's great. So I don't know if I had to actually check it, right? I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of in this falling wedge, really. It's been in the same falling wedge for a long time. Just kind of long-term falling wedge accumulation. I don't really know what else to say. I hold it, and I'm waiting for the bigger moves. I'm waiting for the bull market. I'm waiting for people to realize what this thing really does and what's going to happen to it. So I'm excited to see where this could go. ZETA chain, all right, for 116% gain over time. But again, who knows? It should take its time, though. Yeah, not much to talk about, man, for ZETA chain, honestly. Like, that's why I didn't, you know what I mean? Sometimes if I don't go over something, you might want to just pick up on the fact that I'm just trying to tell you I got other things to do throughout the day, right? Anyway, I don't mean to be rude. Kind of sounds a little rude, but I'm like, I'm your mentor, I'm your buddy, I'm your brother. I don't want to waste your time, you know? So I talk about Mara, and it's got this giant double bottom here. 22-hour daily actually wants to push further to the downside. Pretty ugly, you know? Did they get less coins, so they want to mine less? You know what I mean? You know, it's interesting. We hit that $30 level a few times, and then came back down. If Mara loses this level, look for it to drop to the 200 SMA. If it loses that, then we're in some bigger trouble. All right. Lifer, are you taking new exchange partnerships? Just BLOFIN. Just BLOFIN and MEXC. That's it. Brrr. Shout out to my man, Master Friend. We sat last night, and we broke it down. He saw something that I saw, and he saw a liquidity grab. We both went long. And look at the long and then I gave you a second long here. And this is now playing out to the upside, up another $94. This will be, my third win today. Beautiful trade to the upside there for Bitcoin, right? And I gave you guys this trade right as it happened. I showed it to you. And 67,002, I showed you how big it is in the weekly. I broke it down. And I gave you a live trade. So you come to the stream, you're going to get a big picture idea of what's happening for Bitcoin, about someone that's been back testing for literally 10 years and has traded multiple assets from the Toronto Stock Exchange to the New York Stock Exchange to Bitcoin to crypto. I've been through 2 crypto cycles. I've been through the 2008 housing crisis, right? So I have a lot of knowledge behind me that can really help you, right? Like, look, I'm gonna scalp this. I just took profits on my trade, right? But see, I can help you figure this out. I can help you figure out what's happening in the markets on a day-by-day basis, all right? Every single day. And I've been here for a long time. I'm not going anywhere. I'm a long-term trader / investor, and I managed to kind of stand the test of time. Many of my investments have turned over $1 million. I've made over millions of dollars now. I can say millions of dollars trading in my lifetime. And I could teach you how to do it as well. All right? I became a multimillionaire from a middle-class family off of basically Bitcoin alone. Okay, and then I've done it with other cryptocurrencies too as well. So I'm not here to brag. I'm here to tell you that I could cry out loud because I envisioned these days when I had my own channel, when I was running my own company, when I was doing what I wanted to do with my life. And honestly, I could cry tears of joy that I'm here with each and every one of you. And I am so thankful that you would come to my live stream and even give a moment of your time for me. I am so thankful you would give a moment of your time for me. I remember wearing Costco's jeans, being depressed, sitting in a one-bedroom apartment thinking, will I ever understand this technical analysis stuff that looks so hard for me? And, if you were to see the man I was there to the man I am today, man, that would inspire you beyond belief. All right? You want to laugh? I don't want to make you laugh, but I could make you laugh if you want. You'll see me with my long hair, man. And you're like, what is this guy doing? But I love you. I appreciate you all. And you guys, I don't never mean to brag when I talk about kind of how I got here in life or where I'm at. I just want to inspire you to know that you can do it too. And it's waiting for you. It is waiting for you. Like, this life is waiting for you right around the corner. It really is. It really, really is. The second you decide it's yours, it will be. Okay? The second you decide it's yours, it will be. It's your decision. It's your decision. Blue suits on point, says my man. Thank you so much for the love, brother. Appreciate that. Keeping it fresh to death, man. I never wore this tie before, too, on the stream. Brand new tie. They gotta have the gray with the blue. I thought it was a pretty nice ensemble. I didn't know I was gonna wear this until 5 minutes before the stream. I always come up with my outfit like, I see the shirt and I just whip it up. Hey, what's wrong with long hair? No, nothing's wrong with long hair. No, long hair is great. Long hair is great. Long hair is awesome. Nothing wrong with long hair, man. I love long hair. We love you, long-haired people. You're amazing, you know. But shout out to all you beautiful souls here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in with me. And this looks like it's going to continue to palau. Get it? Palau to the upside. Big love, lifer. Shout out to Kirku Gamer. Much love to you and the team. Can you look? Who is up in gains right now? I want to see a 333 if you took the long with me and you made gains. Whether you took profit or you're maybe still kind of waiting on see what's going to happen here. 67.8 plowing to the upside here for Bitcoin. And the 5 minute looks like it may want to get busy here. Look, I like what we're seeing here on the 5 minute chart as my Asian lady sings here in the background. All right. You can see we're in a bit of an ascending triangle here that just launched itself further to the upside. I took profits on the trade because I was in the gain. And I like to be green, baby. I like to stay green. But this looks like we could continue. A little bit of bearish div starting to form now. Getting a little overbought. That's why I kind of started to kind of, you know. There definitely could be more. But look, I've been in the trade since last night, technically on and off. I got in here. I gave you guys both the entry. The entry there and the entry there. I gave it both to you. And that's my and I show you guys my system. Who gives away their system? It took me 10 years to figure this out. And I give it away to you every day. Nobody does that. Right above the move to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. All right. So I give you live trades. I break down the bigger time frame. And then we just continue to plow through every single day. And I got more to show you. We're not done yet. We're not even close to done yet. Bang, bang, bang. I put in 100 grand in Solana at 109. You guys saw me do some amazing trades already. You've guys seen me make over 100 grand almost on Solana in the last 3 weeks, like 5 weeks, really, right? So I used to make 100 grand a year and I used to work all day long. Like, you know what I mean? It's just crazy what investing can do for you once you learn how to trade. And again, I'm not a financial advisor or an investment advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. If you need advice, professional advice, you want to get it going, all right? I'll tell you where to go. You want to go to decrypted.tax/lifer, all right? Decrypted.tax/lifer. Jump on in today. Tax season is upon us. The 15th. I mean, your taxes are due in 10 days. Let's say it's 11 days, but I'll say 10. You might as well chop a day off. But if you don't have your taxes done yet, you're running around. You don't know what you bought and sold. You don't know how to connect it. You don't know what's happening. You might be a bit of a mess. Let's get you cleaned up. Get yourself a free consultation today, right? And enjoy book a free consultation below. Enjoy 25% off standard pricing for full tax service preparations by mentoring You Heard Us during your initial consultation. Look at that. Oh yeah, because it was worded. Yeah, so you get the free consultation and the 25% off. We want to make that clear. Yesterday, the wording, I wanted to make sure, yeah. And I'm pretty sure that was the case, but we wanted to make sure. So get yourself a free consultation at decrypted.tax today with Ernest Lee. He'll be coming on the show again on Friday, just so you can get a little more about him and find out what's happening. But I'm telling you right now, decrypted.tax will blow your mind. And there's also a tax attorney in there. You know, if you want to get all the way there, you can have that tax attorney privilege. So I love decrypted.tax, and he's personally in the trading group. All right, so you're dealing with a real lifer, someone that's actually knows me, that understands what you're doing and understands kind of what you want to accomplish. I don't think you'd find a better person to help you with your taxes, in my humble opinion, than my own personal tax attorney at decrypted.tax. So check it out today, man. And thank you so much for the channel sponsorship. We appreciate we could make that beautiful connection. I could support you. You could support me. And together, we could grow business. I really, really appreciate that. And that's kind of the businesses that I like to associate with everybody. I like to make it real. I like to connect. Mew came out Mew is a hot meme coin. It came out on MEXC. Again, getting them early is better off. You'll miss like a 5 to 10, maybe even a 20x by the time you get it on MEXC, but you never know. Still could be a bit of a move. You never know. I got a little bit of Mew, not a lot, you know what I mean? Just a tiny bit, just to see where it could go. All right. And there you go, plowing further to the upside for Bitcoin. Getting all the way to 67,900. 68K really was the move. And that really is 68,000. I mean, beautiful. Be a beautiful place to take some profit on the trade, in my humble opinion. If I was in that trade, that was the measured move. So I'd be in and out. You know, that's your measured move, basically 70% of the move. And I'd take that. I'd take that. Bit of a bearish divergence now forming on the 1 minute time frame. And the thing is, price action never stops. You're on or you're either on or you're off, right? It's like, but now you look, you got this swing up while you got this swing down. You're in a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time to where they began. Looks like this may want to come back down to the 200 and retest the $67,200 level, $300 level. Only time will tell. Let's kind of move around here and see what's happening. But shout out to anyone that just jumped in throughout the morning. We were able to nail this reversal since last night at 2 in the morning. I was up at 2 in the morning, making sure that everyone in my trading group was cozy and tight during this nasty windstorm that was brewing last night. It was out of control. As you can hear the wind just slamming against the glass. I thought my Cadillac was going to get hit by a tree. I'm going to really appreciate when I move to Florida and I have my 3-car garage and my Cadillac is inside the garage, nice and neat and safe. You know what I'm saying? And complete. But yeah, I was like looking out the window at my Escalade at 3 in the morning last night thinking it was going to get a tree ran through it. Thank you, Massachusetts. We appreciate the weather. What a beautiful place, you know. But the weather is just the last 5 days, literally, for an April. Like today, it's 36 degrees with light rain and snow. Like there was ice and snow outside yesterday. We hadn't had snow in a month and a half. Out of nowhere, you snow in April. Only in New England do you get this insane type of weather. It's absolutely ridiculous. Insanity. No snow, no salt roads in Florida. I know. And they salt all the roads here that destroy your car. I already saw rust at underneath my Cadillac. Should there already be rust underneath the Cadillac already? It's kind of crazy. Sam, what part of Mass? West, Boston, baby. Not the Miracle Whip, Lord. You're funny. Yeah, he's so funny. He goes, not the Miracle Whip, Lord, take me instead. You guys are so funny. I couldn't stand New York. Lived in Sudbury for a few years. Yeah. Sudbury is a beautiful town, too. It's winter's last attempt. I know, it's trying to grab you. I'm from Tewksbury. Shout out to my man Galaxy Design Car Wrap. We love you, brother. More vitamin D in Florida. Amen. Cleveland is out of control with people visiting for the eclipse. Woburn, Mass. We got someone in Woburn. Yeah, that's where the Cadillac is. How did you know that? Did you know that's where Cadillac is? Colonial Cadillac in Woburn. My aunt lives in Woburn. Patrick, are you from Woburn? If you want, Patrick, I would meet you for lunch in Woburn. I go there every once in a while. The caddy is happy to be in Florida. Yeah. Let's wrap your caddy. Yeah, how would you wrap it? Let me know. Can you wrap it for free? And I'll do something. We could do some type of cross promotion. Email Crypto Livers. Let's see how we can wrap it up. It's winter weather in Illinois, Midwest in general. Snow, rain, even hail. Yeah, we had hail today. Yeah. Join the 99 period. Everyone, if you join my trading group, I'm telling you right now, it's going to blow your mind. How would you join the trading group? People are like, how did I do it if I want to join? How would I get the gains at 2 in the morning like you did, Lifer? How could I wake up to money? Go to CryptoLifer.com. You hit the link right here. It takes you to my beautiful, beautiful website where you can see my beautiful face. CryptoLifer.com. Learn to trade, unlock financial freedom, gain an education that you deserve. Get the education you deserve. Like, stop trying to trade when you don't know what you're doing. It's not fair to yourself. It's like trying to drive when you don't go to driving school. You don't know what the lights are. You go right through the red lights. You don't know how to read any of the stuff. You don't know what a rotary is. So join today. Get the education you deserve. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to put in your email address and hit consent, and subscribe to our weekly newsletter. 2 weekly newsletters every single week that'll blow your mind, get you going, and keep you focused on the markets. All right. Now I'm seeing this possible consolidation, you see? And it may be lower. We don't know exactly. It could be something like this. We don't know exactly. This is called the Twisted Sister. I make 2 projections, and I take whatever projection we get. Okay? Whichever one, if this goes out down, then we know it's to the downside. If it goes sideways, we know it goes further to the upside. And this is what I like seeing here. All right? Wow, what a beautiful day. So we already hit a live trade on the stream. I woke up to gains, and I gave you guys a trade last night. 3 in a row, baby. And I just got started. It's 10:52 in the morning over here with a Boston accent. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Blessings to be alive. And I do like the blue suit today. I'm feeling pretty interesting today. Who else looks like this? I walk into a car dealership, guys like, who's that guy? You know what I mean? And this is definitely a Florida suit, man. I would look great in Florida. I can't wait till I'm in Florida. You guys are going to see the pool in the background. You know I'm going to be jumping in the pool, doing all sorts of crazy. I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to give you guys a tour of the house. 4,000 square foot, baby. Beautiful home. 4-bedroom home. Giant kitchen. Giant living room. Freaking 17-foot ceilings or something crazy. The ceilings are absolutely high. I'm telling you, I can't get there soon enough. It's going to take a month, right? I'm packing every day. I packed a box yesterday. I'm packing boxes. We're getting ready for the move, baby. So here's the possible next trade. Let's kind of map it out here on my futures account. Because if I don't map it out in the futures, I won't be able to take the trade properly. So I kind of see, look, a rising wedge that wants to possibly break out parabolically. So that's parabolic, right? When rising wedges break out instead of breaking down, it means things are getting pretty interesting, okay? This would take us to 68,700 for Bitcoin. Again, like I showed you, don't get too hyped about this. This is intraday trading. When we zoom out and we look at where we are on the weekly chart, on the daily, we're just headed to the top of the pattern. Remember that. We're just headed, this could be nothing. We could just be headed to the top of that pattern, and it could be absolutely nothing. I just want to make that clear. Wow, this is starting to break out here. So 68,712 with a stop at 67,464. Now I'm already up about $600 in the day, almost 7. So I don't need to give back more than I had, right? And look, why I messed up there. 68,712. And always stay calm when you're doing this. If you miss, you miss. You never have to. I always tell myself, God never wants me to rush. If I have to rush, it's not for me. I'm done rushing. I don't rush in my life anymore. Someone makes me rush, I say, no, I'm not doing that. Just not going to do it. I'm not going to rush myself. So I got to bring that to 67,000, let's say 531, to give me that 3.69 risk-reward ratio, the 369. Now, I like these curving Stokes. Things are looking good. Previous support is resistance. But again, we're getting a little sketchy. Let me take a look at the bigger time frames. Make sure I'm not putting myself in an overbought 5. It's all right. 7. 15 minutes, a little beat. Saying, hey, I'm pretty high away from the 21-day moving average. We had a beautiful pump here to the upside. Moving averages are far. That, a little sketchy. We are starting to get extended for sure on the bigger time frames. 1 minute really, in my humble opinion, wants to get all the way to the 200 and then breach that 200. And remember, with 4 hour, did we get above the 200? This is what we want. All we want to see is the 4 hour break. If we get the 4 hour to close above this, we can get a massive pump. So look for this 4 hour to close above the 200 SMA. This is a very, very good sign too as well. Something that I've backtested and studied for years. Okay. So you got years. Right now you're rocking with years of data. You're not just rocking with me and my personality and what I'm doing, but you're rocking with my years of knowledge. 15 to 16 years of trading the markets. So when I'm sitting here with you breaking things down, you can have a bit of confidence and comfort knowing that you're not just watching some guy that's been doing this for 4 years, 3 years. A lot of analysts, I love them all, but they're 4 or 5 year analysts, right? They started trading in 2016, 17. Almost everyone I speak to, I bring them on the channel. I said, when did you start trading? They said I started trading 2019, 2020, 2021. No knock on them at all. There's probably a better trade. There's somebody who's probably better than me. It depends on the mind, really, and the person, right? Anyone's unique and different. But I will tell you, years and years of backtesting gives me more strategy. It just gives me more models. I have more models. I have more ideas that can pan out over time based on my years of playing with the chart, right? So, again, that's just what you get when you join the trading group. That's the expansiveness of knowledge that you're going to receive. You're paying for my brain. You're paying for my years of time inside the market, right? And that's what I did, everyone. I dedicated myself to the markets, got really, focused on that, and, sacrificed a lot of my life. There was many days where everyone went out and I was inside. Now I'm going to watch the charts today. Or as many games that I didn't get to see, and I stayed on the charts. And again, I love that I did that. Now I have value to give back to the world, right? And so then I figured out how to become successful. If anyone wants to become a multimillionaire, it's very simple. Find a niche, all right? Spend 5 years on the niche. Don't tell anyone about it. Just kind of sit there knowing that you're getting better at it than most people. Then once you're really, really good at it and begin to impress people, like show them that you're that good at it. Once they see you're that good at it, tell them that you could teach them to be that good at it. And then you'll be able to sell your knowledge for the rest of your life. But you would have to put in the 5 to 6 years and then just keep doing it. So I'm telling you right now, the secret to success is getting started and just having a plan and going after that plan over and over and over and over again until it happens. See, we are creatures of habit, us human beings. And if you just tell yourself you're going to win, you will. It's that simple. Most people just don't believe they're going to win. So it's the belief system really that gets you there. Once you believe you can win, you're going to keep going. If you're in the desert and if you believe you can get to water and you see it in the distance and you keep going for it, you might get there. But if you don't believe there's any water, you might never even try. So your belief system has everything to do with your ability to accomplish greatness and to be successful. You have to believe, and then it comes to deserving. You have to deserve, and that comes from subconscious mind healing. If you have been damaged emotionally, then you won't think you deserve something. If you don't think you deserve something, you can't believe it's going to happen to you. And if you can't believe it's going to happen to you, you can't make it happen. And this is how emotional stress unblocks chakras or block chakras that they connect to our subconscious mind. And then therefore we're not living the life we want because we believe we want. I want to start my own I want to start my own company. I want to do all these things. We say this out loud. We don't do it. Years go by, we're still struggling. Years go by, we still cry, late at night. We still don't do the things we should do. We still whine. We still blame others. Why? Because we haven't fixed the emotional pain through some type of subconscious mind healing. I had to do it. I'm telling you right now, and I think I can really backtest people through their brain to help them figure out these concepts and ideas. And it could change your life. I'm telling you, for me, I wasn't able to be a business owner. Things weren't happening for me because I was unable to harness on my subconscious mind. I couldn't see it. I knew that I was an entrepreneur. I knew I was super intelligent. I had all the skills. If you don't believe, for instance, you could be super strong and you could easily climb up a rock. There could be a guy that's not as strong as the other guy. They both could be physically able to climb up the rock, right? If the guy that's physically stronger than the other guy believes he cannot, he won't do it. If he believes he can't do it, then he won't, even if he physically can. You get it? There's someone out here right now that doesn't think they could become a good trader, but you can. It's already built in you. You just think you can't. So your thought process and how you think about yourself in the world has so much to do with your success and your ability to get somewhere in life. And people think they don't realize that. So you got to have the skill. You got to be the real deal. Because then it's like old mentality. You can't just think things into reality. You got to have the discipline to back it up. All right. So like I'm the crypto lifer. Everyone people come up to me and they say, "How did you get your channel to grow? What can I do? Any tips and tricks you could give me?" And honestly, I look at them and I see that there's not as disciplined as me. And I look at them and I say, well, you got to get yourself more disciplined. You know what I mean? Like I say, you put out one video in the last 2 weeks. I said, but you want to grow a channel. I said, you need to put out a video every day. You need to get dedicated. If that's what you want, it's got to be your all. You got to want it more than everybody else if you want to be on YouTube. You want to be on YouTube, you got to want it more than anybody else. Everybody wants to be on YouTube. The whole world wants to broadcast from their house, make their own studio. It's the best job in the world. That's why it's the hardest job to get. You're going to have to work your butt off if you want something like this in life. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be so hard. It's going to be ridiculous. I haven't taken a day off in over 1,000 days in 3 years. You think I'd like a day off? Of course I would. You think I'd like to sit at the beach for 2 to 3 days and really just... Of course I would. But you know what? That's not my destiny. God has picked me to grind. God has picked me to go. And this is the opportunity that I got right now. So I'm going to take the opportunity that's at hand. Okay? Sorry as I talk your ear off, but Bitcoin's a little flat right now. I want to keep you kind of entertained while we wait to see what happens inside this flag. All right? Shout out to everybody here. Let's break back down to what's happening inside the chart. And let's take a look at the super chats. But again, we all benefit from hard work and discipline. All right? Every single time. Let's take a look at the fan funding today. Big love lifer. Shout out to Karku Gamer. We love you. Thank you so much. Hey Sam, much love to you and the team. Can you look at SOLBTC, please? Ooh, that's a crispy one that I've been putting out. Let's take a look at SOLBTC. Soul, baby, soul. On Binance. I've been using the Binance chart. So this looks really nice to me. And I've been it's funny. I've been using this chart to kind of predict that Bitcoin will pump. Why? If the SOLBTC chart looks like it's going to make a big move, it means that Sol and Bitcoin are both going to pump, and Sol's just going to outperform Bitcoin, period, right? That's what we're looking like is going to happen. So if that's the case, and it looks like we're going to make another, and we put this out down here. So we've been in this cup and handle for SOLBTC. I put it out here at 0119. You're 0019, sorry. You're in the gains right now, all right, from that entry out of the breakout of the flag. And I see continuation here for SOLBTC. A little messy, move this back. We don't need this, but 119% gains coming when we eventually hit that bigger target. Turn one Bitcoin into a whole Bitcoin, right? Into two Bitcoins. Double up, double up. So I see this flag continuing. Look at that beautiful flag. And oversold in the daily while it went sideways. Sol's about to beat up. It looks like Sol's going to pump again, which tells me that altcoin season, SOLBTC really, everyone said we should use ETH BTC. I think we should use SOLBTC really for altcoin season. And to me, we're kind of, I feel like we've been in altcoin season. Everyone's like, when's altcoin season? Like, we've been in altcoin season. Like, you know what I mean? You were supposed to be buying altcoins 2 years ago like we were throughout the bear market. Fetch AI at 7 cents. AGIX at 16 cents, 12 cents, 4 cents. You know, Solana at $12. I mean, these prices were all here screaming at, you know, Bitcoin at 16,000, 15,000. These prices were here for all of us. Loving the channel, bro. Can you check out CFA on CoinGecko? It's a meme making fun of our traditional finance bros. Next big meme. It's funny. I've been seeing that kind of go around Twitter recently. SOLBTC looks absolutely beautiful for a move. I'm telling you right now. SOLBTC, baby. All right. And that looks pretty juicy to me. And tonight we're going to go over so much. I can't wait to see what happens tonight. All right. So no, I didn't make that trade for Bitcoin. I kind of stayed flat on it there. You know what I mean? It looks, the rising wedge may come back down to the 200 SMA here. So I'm going to stay out the trade for the time being. I also made 3 trades in a row. I'm doing pretty good for the day. I could wait till tomorrow for the next liquidity grab, right? Green or red days, lifers print, baby. We found a way to make money no matter what. Every single time. Fetch AI merger. Thanks, Sam. I think the merger is going to be big. I'm going to stay positive. You know, it could make it, these 3 coins could rival Apple. I mean, this is a big deal. It's a huge deal. So, you know, with that being said, I'm excited for the merger. Yeah. Let's take a look at CFA here. And cat coins just continue to pump up there the last, you know, I don't know, 10 or 12 days. Cat coins looking pretty interesting to me. I'm not a huge fan of these cat coins, but hey, El Gato. Looks like that's a good cat coin consolidation there. That could send you further to the upside. I'm not in this coin at all. I have nothing to do with it, and I don't think I will. I know memes are the thing, but I got enough memes. I really do. I really, really do. Okay. Can we get a deep dive on DUEL, Game, GPT? Yeah, is that 2 things you're asking about or 1? Let's take a look at DUEL. No, I like this. Number 1, I like the ticker. And it's funny, I looked at Game GPT. It was trending on, I'll give you the Tokenmetrics coins, Puff the Dragon, Cat Coin, Game, and Gala. They're trending today. Bricken on the radar, Dream Machine on the radar, Gearbox. I've told you all these before. LimeWire, Banana Gun, and Prop Base. I just gave you the hottest coins in the game for the week. And again, I'm so nice. Anyway, moving forward, everyone else makes a whole video that you have to watch like 10 minutes long. I give you guys the skinny immediately and just tell you what's up. And just like, okay, you know. I give what I had to give. What I had to give. Oh, baby. SOLBTC, looking interesting. Jesus Christ loves all. Amen. Dogecoin TA, please. Shout out to Rebel Darkside. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you so much for coming on in. Shout out to everyone here that believes in God, pushes themselves every single day. If you're fasting for Ramadan, love you. We appreciate you. Salam alaikum. If you gave up something for Lent, we love you. If you're Catholic, Muslim, Jewish, any person of the book, we understand. We love you. And if you don't believe in God and you don't read the Bible, it's okay. We love you no matter what. We love every single one of you here. If you live in love, you care about others, and you want to change the world, then I love you. And I care about you. And I want to see you do amazing things with your life. So shout out to you. Give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you so much for being here every single day. Look at that. 777s every time I'm around. The 777s there on SOLBTC. just flashed. Couldn't see them, but they were there. Actually, I got to move. I'm not supposed to be over the ticker there. And actually, this isn't supposed to be this far out. It's supposed to match the Crypto Lifer logo, and then I'm supposed to be tucked away right here. There we go. Tuck me away. Put me in my tuck spot. Tuck me. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to I Trust Capital. One of my favorite places to hang out and do retirement, investing. Buy and sell crypto, gold and silver with your IRA inside of your I Trust Capital account. Shout out to I Trust Capital. They do sponsor the channel. We greatly appreciate that. And we thank you every single day. And I Trust Capital is amazing. I'm telling you right now, you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies inside of it tax-free. I don't put all my money in it, but it's nice to keep, something for my daughter long-term inside of I Trust Capital for when, I'm 50, 60 years old and bang, there it is, waiting. So I'm super excited to see, all the different people that 20 years from now, and they're like, man, I Trust Capital. So they also have access to a lot of coins I didn't think they would. Like when you can buy Shiba Inu inside of your Roth IRA account. You know what I mean? You can't really do that anywhere else. So I think that's amazing. Say SHIB 10Xs and you buy into Bitcoin. You put one Bitcoin into SHIB, at 10Xs, you turn one, or the same amount of money into enough to buy 10 Bitcoins. And then you do that. You can do that all tax-free inside of the Roth IRA account. So it's pretty awesome. Even Axie Infinity, pretty interesting to say the least. So check it out. I Trust Capital, man, and they do sponsor my channel. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you so much, I Trust Capital. May God bless you and your business. Man, I love this live. Woke up at 450% gain today because of you. Can you look at DUSK? I love you, brother. Thank you so much. We'll look at DUSK. Thank you. My man woke up in gains because of the lifer. I love it. Loving the channel. I just look at this love life, loving the channel. Jesus Christ loves. Look at all these people using the word love. This is the type of people I want to be around. Look at this. Much love. See this? Much love. D-Dibs. Crypto Wake. Look at all the people that are using the word love. I want to be around people that use the word love. I want to be around people that love themselves. I want to be around people that spread positive energy and believe in themselves. Man, that's the environment I want to create. That's the environment I want to hang out in. You people make me happy. You people make me excited. Thank you so much. Let's get it going. I'm so motivated in life. Let's go, baby! Woo! If I could contain it, I would, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I learned about Duel when it was in the Cup and Handle. I'm Sammy Cup and Handy. You guys got to help me out. I can't see every single coin. It's just impossible. If you guys knew about this coin, why didn't you send the Cup and Handy to me? I demand answers, and I demand them now. My whole team should be under detention for not getting this coin going up and running. Game GPT? How did I not know about this coin yet? Duel? Slip my radar out of the Cup and Handle to the upside. Beautiful move, too. Bang, bang, bang. Dang. I want it all. And some. You know what I mean? Funny, Sam Bankman-Fried. I want to make billions and give it all away. No, I want to make billions, give away, $1 billion. And I also want to live in a 10-bedroom mansion. And I also want to drive an Escalade. And I also don't want to, you know what I mean? I'm always weary of people that don't want nice things. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to give it all away. Look what happens to those people. Yeah, they gave it all away. Sure you did. You stole every penny. You grime ball. You know what I mean? Anyway, I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. I really didn't know I was doing anything wrong. Just going to spend 10 years in low security prison, play video games, and you know what I mean? Take his antidepressants all day and cry himself to sleep, and then he'll be out in 10 years because he's not a criminal, right? He's harmless. The guy's harmless, right? If you took a computer away from him, then he wouldn't really be able to do anything to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not saying it's okay to steal money from people. What he did was absolutely horrible. There's got to be consequences, right? But it's just interesting, right? I've never really talked about gone over how I felt about the whole thing. But yeah, like all those people that say I want to get rich and give it all away. Like you can give it all away and still have like God can, you can give it all away and still have still drive a Mercedes. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you could drive you could give everything away and live on nothing like Jesus. Jesus took it to another level. But you can be Jesus-like, all right? You know what I'm saying? As long as you're giving freely, I think you have the right to have nice things. If you don't give away to anything and you have like 4 Lamborghinis, I think that's pretty grimy. But thou shalt not judge. I'm not here to judge everyone else. You do whatever makes you happy. I believe there should be a balance. And I believe whenever you give, you receive. So it goes hand in hand. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. They changed the EU time difference, so it's harder for us to get back up to 2,000. Let's get those EU people back up. Let's try to get that some type of buzz going, everyone. I need you to hit that like button. I need you to get it running. We're going up to 1,000 likes every single time, and I know you're going to get me there. Let's get it going. I see 620. Let's get those likes moving. Let's get those fingers tapping the buttons. Let's go. Let's stay motivated. Who are you, baby? Who am I talking to? I know I'm not talking to someone that's not willing to touch the keyboard. I know I'm around motivated people. I know I am. Let's go, baby. I'm not afraid of what you're thinking of me. I'm not afraid of what anyone thinks of me. I'm not here to be judged. I'm here to love, baby. If you're willing to push yourself to the limit, I'm willing to be here with you. If you think you're not worth it, I don't know. I can't take you all the way. All right? You got to think you're worth it. Okay? And remember, today is BLOFIN day. Jump on into BLOFIN. Okay? Get yourself a BLOFIN account. All right? Mexi is still king. But BLOFIN's pretty good. And BLOFIN actually has a lot of awesome coins that I didn't think they would. I'm putting the BLOFIN link in the chat right now. And again, even if you're super happy with Mexi, open up a BLOFIN right now. Have a backup. Just like we were on KuCoin, we made our backup on Mexi. Look what happened. Mexi eventually became the one. BLOFIN could eventually take over. You know, they've got a great team, a really motivated people. You know what I mean? Not taking away from Mexi. I absolutely love Mexi. But, you know, with the KYC coming around, and if you don't want to get yourself an RNSID, so you can stay on Mexi and get yourself an RNSID and be completely fine. And everything will go back to normal. But you will have to put your face in here when you do this. They scan your face. I'm telling you right now. So you will be doxing yourself when you get yourself a PAAL ID. All right? If you're not okay with that, jump on in to BLOFIN. All right? BLOFIN is going to be your, non-KYC kind of opportunity here. However, the withdrawals will be smaller. All right? Hey, Lever, can you check out VELODROME Finance, USDT? Yeah. And let's take a look at CFA too as well. Let's take a look at CFA on Soul TradFi, bro. Right? Chick-fil-A. So funny. This thing's got pretty slammed down. But again, a lot of these do this and then come back up. And could it double bottom? I don't know. Tiny market cap for how long it's been out. I don't know. It's up to you, man. What are your thoughts on Chainlink? I think Chainlink looks amazing. Let's talk about Chainlink. I put 100 grand in Chainlink, and you'd be like, wow, that's boring. It is. But, I'm just watching this consolidation over time. And to me, what I don't like, look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. So it's going to have to defy this head and shoulder pattern, which doesn't look amazing. Says we could get a breakdown to 15. So you're going to want to see this bounce and go sideways here. And Chainlink's just taking its sweet time. But over time, I believe, and the charts convey to me, that Chainlink could get to 39 by July, right? We could get a bit of a double up, but I could still make 100 grand by July on Chainlink. I still have faith that Chainlink could go all the way to $50, right? And I got in at 20, and maybe you can go to $100 and do a 5x. So I'm looking for this flag to break back to the upside. I don't want to see this shoulder, head and right shoulder break to the downside. Doesn't look amazing, though, I'll tell you that. We are getting oversold over Chainlink, and the dailies beat. But we do, I can't not see this head and shoulder pattern on the 3-day, the daily. If we negate the head and shoulder, that's going to be super bullish. All right? It's going to be super bullish. The 4-hour looks interesting to me too, but not able to get above this resistance here at 1838. So I'm in the middle on Chainlink. It's a long-term hold for me. Stash with the Dojo injective. I love it. And I forgot all about Dojo. See, I can't remember everything, Stas. I just can't. The Dojo token. And you gave it to us when it was hot. I never got into it yet. Kind of happy I didn't. I think I would have been down a little bit. Actually, no. When you first gave it to us, it was definitely somewhere around here, right? 30 cents. You talked about it like, no, that was January. Yeah, no, I first heard about it, I think the beginning of March. Maybe even late. It might have been around here, February 21st. Its previous support is resistance. It's coming back down here. Looks like it could get some love there as it's hitting that previous support or resistance level. Still a new coin. Not a lot of information, not a lot of TA on it, but Falling wedges do break up 68% of the time. You'd have 130% gain there on DOJO. One of the big swaps here that's on injective protocol. So DOJO swap on injective protocol, trade, stake, and earn. The first native automated market maker, decentralized exchange on injective. I mean, this could be like pancake swap. You know what I mean? Buying DOJO could be a pretty big deal. Market cap's only $30 million. TV, and when that TVL starts to move, when that market cap starts to run, I could only see this thing going. It could go to a few billion pretty easily. So do your own research. But DOJO Swap is a new coin here. We're giving you a new coin. Remember, 3 new coins a day, every single day. All right. Remember, if you're worried about your taxes, Decrypted.tax, earn 25% off. Tell them that you're a lifer and get yourself a free consultation. You can't beat that. You really can't. All right. I mean, that's amazing. So look, that trade's still in the money technically. Look, see that? As we just kind of been going sideways ever since. Sideways is a good sign that the rising wedge didn't break to the downside. All right. But look, I sold a kind of local top here, and ever since we've been kind of swinging around. Measured moves takes us to 68,377. All right. Key levels to watch for Bitcoin. 68,375. You know, I see kind of a head and shoulder. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. I see a resistance now at 67.7. I just want the daily candle. Like, we made gains already. I woke up to gains. And then we woke up to gains. I gave another trade that I sold. And then I made another trade live in front of you guys here. I mean, what else do I want to do with my day? Like, I should just stop touching the keyboard. You know what I mean? Like, it went too well for me. You know what I mean? When you wake up to the trade that you gave to your trading group in the morning, make another trade, hit that, and then make another live trade, and you're 3 for 3. I think you should, publicly 3 for 3, I think you should chill out. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like I'm pushing it, you know? And so, just by the odds alone, I did pretty good, you know? Let's take a look at, so that's Chainlink, CFA. Can you look at Velodrome? Let's take a look at Velodrome Finance, one of my favorite coins to talk about and go over. So look at Chainlink too, though. Low, high, higher, low. As long as Chainlink stays above 1633, I am bullish. Let's see if the 4-hour can get back above its 200 SMA at 1943. That's going to be the, you know. Speaking of Chainlink, what's up with Adam? Let's take a look at what Adam is doing. To me, Adam's kind of in this like cup and handle, right? In a way. Crazy though, it hit that high at 14, bounce off 10, 13, bounce off 10. Adam back to $11. Just like, once the bull run really route, look at Adam. It's in the Adam and Eve double bottom that really still hasn't played out yet. Like, only time will tell for this one. Like, I'm just patiently waiting. It'll happen. It's above the point of control. It's going to enter the gap of the VRVP, and then it's gone. We'll see $23 Adam. I'll make 100 grand. All right. I'll put 100 grand at Adam in at about 1234. So I am down a little bit there. Is GFI running out of steam? What do you see? Sam, can we look at MFER? And I got to look at the dollar index in a second here too. MFER coin. So it just came out. It's attempting to do those slanted Adam and Eve, you know. Once it curves back up on the upside, look for that Adam and Eve to break on out, right? I wouldn't be surprised if this does happen. That's very, very primitive TA. I'll give you that. Level you're going to watch is get above 1139. Get above 1139, then you're going to gap up back to about 15. And, you know, you want to see us break back above that 200 SMA there too. Let's take a look at your daily time frame. You can't see anything. So really, you got to be on the smaller time frame. That's all you get for this tiny coin. Hey, bro, can you check out BIRDDOG on Solana? They're the last of the boys club as a narrative. All 5 will fly probably, and BIRDDOG is only the $3.5 million market cap. I mean, there's no guarantees anything will fly, man. You know what I mean? You don't know if that's going to dump or not. You have no clue. You're speculating that it will fly. You hope it'll fly. You think it'll fly. But we don't know for sure, right? Now, am I gonna get a southern twang when I go down to Florida? You think I'm gonna lose my Boston accent and start talking like a Floridian? How does a Floridian even sound? What goes on? I got so many questions. Look, I don't even know. I'm so bewildered already as an up northeast Bostonian heading down to Florida. But you know what? Every summer, I'm going to spend every summer in Cape Cod. I'm going to leave the heat of Florida, pack up my stuff, and head all the way back to Massachusetts. And that's the plan every year. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be spending the summers on Martha's Vineyard in a beautiful beach communities, you know, hanging out, looking at, you know, having a blast. And then I'm going to be spending the winters with the snowbirds down in Sarasota, man. Oh, it's going to be such a tough life. But you know what? I've dreamed of this life for 20 years. I've gone over to my head many times. I thought about how much money I needed to make to make it happen. And I knew to have the life I wanted, I needed to be a multimillionaire. When I went over all the things that I truly wanted to do with my life, I said, I won't be able to do that on a middle-class salary. That said, that will never happen. I said, I won't be able to do these things. I saw so many people that say, yeah, they're just not meant for us. And I just said, no, like, I'm going to make it happen for my life. I'm going to do something different than I've seen other people do. I'm not going to live a normal life. I'm going to go all the way. Who wants to live a normal life? You know what I'm saying? Certainly not me. They say, do what others won't to have the life that others don't. Do what others don't to have the life that others won't. You know? You got to get after it. You got to go after it. You got to have an ambition. You got to have a dream. You got to want a little more than the next guy. And I'm telling you, it's about that belief system inside. You got to believe that you're worth it. You got to believe that things are going to happen to you. You got to believe that something big is coming your way every single day. And you know what? Something is. Look at Velodrome. This thing could do numbers. I like this coin personally. I like Aerodrome too as well. They're both the base market maker. And when the altcoins really start to rev up again, we're going to see a massive move in base. I'm all set in Brett Protocol. I got Norby. I got a bunch of base memes. I got base AI. I did everything I could to kind of keep myself. Now, this has some descending triangle vibes. Flat bottom with it. I don't love it. You'd have to almost say that it's in a flag that broke out a little bit and came back inside. It is getting oversold. 4 hour, the daily has a little more leg down. The 1 hour is pushing up. Look for the 1 hour to breach the 200 and hang out above it. Right now, it looks like the 1 hour may get rejected by the 200. So watch the 200. Once you get above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour, that could be a beautiful move. And look, I could backtest this. Once you got above it here, boom. Once you got above it here, boom. Once you got above it here, boom. The last 3 times Velodrome got above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame, it did spell a pretty big move. In 2 of the 3 times, it was a massive move. So you're close to what could be a great signal here for Velodrome. Something you definitely want to pay attention to and focus on. We get above that level, boom. And your next resistance really is 28 cents. You break 28 cents, you're going to gap up to 33, then continue the party back up. And this thing, Velodrome, could really do some numbers here. Follow its brother there, or its sister, however you want to call it. Its sister Aerodrome. So yes, Velo and Aerodrome are connected. Not to be confused by that idea. Velodrome. All right. Now the 1 hour is looking a little overbought. I'd like to see it break above 28 first. So look for the breakout above 28. Retest. Boom. I circle that now, and I kind of map these things out for you. Look for the retest of 28. All right. Look for the retest of 28 cents. Again, Velodrome could lose this level, dump to the downside. I'm not telling you it's guaranteed to pump. But I am showing signs of a possible reversal if it can hold the gain. All right. Shout out to the $100 in Super Chat. 746 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. We have 1,500 people here. 700 people think the like button will hurt their hand if they touch it. Trust me, you're going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. You'll be fine. You'll be able to hit the like button and things are going to work out. You're going to make it. You're going to make it over here. Have no fear. Everything's going to be fine. All right. Can you take a look at HAMI on Dex Creator? It's a meme coin on Solana. I'll make a good profits, but I'm not sure if I should add to my position. I kind of feel lost. Shout out to Fields, man. Well, I can't tell you what to do, man, but I will give you some TA, and then if you like that TA, you could do that TA yourself and figure out kind of what happens. All right. Okay, and you asked about HAMI, and we're rolling through the super chats today, getting them done. You know, getting them done. Getting them done. So if I was on HAMI, I think I would have sold the top already, but you know, so this thing was really small, came up to 3, so it had basically, I mean, at 9 million now, at 9 cents, so it had like a 20 to 40 million dollar market cap, and it got slammed. A lot of these things will never come back. I have to be honest with you, not every meme is going to come back. A lot of these coins may never come back, right? Look at this guy selling 8,000, selling 9,000. A lot of sell-offs here. Someone just bought 1,000, but I just saw like 20,000 of it sold, right? You know, I put what I'm willing to lose and hold it for 6 to 7 months. I found meme coins you really have to like, and when they get the hype and everyone's talking about them, that's when you really have to take profits. So like, to me, if you were in the low and it pumped up, that was the exit plan, but you never know. I can't tell you, man. It's too small, too little to know. It isn't a falling wedge. It did break back above it. TA was, if it gets back above 0.13, look for it to probably gap back up to 3 cents. You know what I mean? And you may be in it long term, but you never know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there. Memes are tough because there's no utility there. So you have to know that you're taking a complete gamble on that meme. So looking at DUEL, I'm looking for the 1 hour to kind of cool off here, come back to the 21-day moving average. I like the coin though. I'm going to be putting an alert down here. This tells me this can pump hard. The name of it, Game GPT, how it's called, DUEL. And you'd be like, Sam, what do you mean? But it has a few things going for it that I believe could help it market it and do damage. I want to see this the 1 hour stochastics reset. I wouldn't touch it until then. I could put an alert here, base with a vertical line, and then right click the alert. When price action crosses that, I will know. I also put an alert down here on the stochastics RSI. Well, the only people you ever meet to do that, that's going to kind of present us with a pretty big, nice move further to the upside. All right. All right, we're not done yet. We got so much more to go over. We got to look at the DXY. Can you look at DUSK? Let's take a look at DUSK. Who is in gains right now because of the lifer? Who made a live trade with the lifer and is holding me down right now? Bitcoin at 67,600, just flattening out at this place, just deciding it wants to kind of consolidate after a nice pump. That's a good sign. You had a nice pump, so, you know, usually you give some back. If you're not giving it back, it's a pretty good sign that something could happen. Funny, I looked at DUSK right here in this key area. We were looking at down when it was 11 cents. So DUSK erupted into price discovery. You can see it's basically in price discovery now. Some type of pullback. Why? Well, it's away from the 21-day moving average. I like the daily resetting here, touching the 21. So pull your Fibonacci from impulse to wick. Never made it to the golden pocket. You might do that. Like how he manipulates the voice there, right? Over and on with you. Previous support is resistance. You're looking for the 618 to hold at 43 cents. You might get lower, you might not. You know? I like the flag that I'm seeing here, but the 1 hour doesn't look amazing. So look for the 1 hour to kind of either pump up to the 200. So what could happen is the 1 hour could pump up to the 200 right here. Look for price to break 51 cents and retest it. That would be your safe zone. And again, DUSK has been hot. This is a slight pullback, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do see it at 90 cents. It's been a good project that continues to pump, right? And it has to get some type of pullback at one point. Nothing can go on forever. All right. So shout out to the channel funding stats. We love you. Effin Book, we love you. J Soul, we love you. Master Friend, brr. Sammy, clean that ZEUS drop. Hitting MEXC in 24 minutes. How do we claim it? See, I got too much going on, man. You know what I mean? It almost doesn't. How do I claim it, dude? You gotta send me a whole thing in an email. How do I claim it, dude? Let's go to ZEUS. Let me figure it out. I mean, I can figure it out. I'm the lifer, right? I just want to be spoon-fed right now. I want to be spoon-fed. I want everyone to tell me what to do. Meh, right? Could you send me the link, Stats, man? I'm about to get it. Oh, there we go. You sent it to me before. Claim Zeus airdrop. Ooh, I can claim it. Use Phantom. Get my free Zeus, baby. Yeah. I'll take it. Current price of Zeus right now is 84 cents. I mean, that's a pretty nice airdrop, right? $380, 300, it's, you know, it's like $300. I'll take a free $384 real quick. $319 on the Zeus airdrop. And I claimed my Zeus, baby. Thank you so much. And now it heads on to MXC. And there you have it. Then you can send your Zeus to MXC, and who knows what could happen. It could turn into $1,000. Maybe a 10x is to $3,000. You know, I've seen a lot of these do it, and that's why these airdrops are amazing. Okay? Zeus is a big deal. Blockchain technology is rapidly advancing. You know, and this is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. 1,000 blockchains form unique ecosystems. However, interoperability barriers hinder seamless transactions, posing a challenge to widespread adoption. With the rapid emergence of diverse blockchain ecosystems, seamless communication is essential. The Zeus network aims to address this by unifying the fragmented landscape. Powered by Solana Virtual Machine, Zeus Network empowers Zeus layer nodes to ensure robust security and seamless data exchange. I think this is going to be amazing. We know Solana is the fastest, quickest, one of them. We know Zeus is going to empower itself using the Solana blockchain, and we just see a lot of stuff happening coming our way. All right. We went over a lot today. I'm super excited. Let's take a look at the DXY and see what's happening to the dollar. Finally, we got a falling to the downside. We said we must have this giant head and shoulder pattern that we've been talking about. Over, shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. We've been going over this so many times. We do not want to see this level get lost. Very important that we hold the level. All right. And I've been watching it in this bigger channel here. To me, it kind of breached the channel. Want that to be a bull trap, and we want to see this break back inside the pattern. Or you could say, okay, no, it's still in there. But so I'm looking at this as a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, and a break to the downside. And we had this kind of rising wedge forming here. They want to say, you know, rising wedges break to the downside 68% of the time. I just thought about my mom and my dad, man. God bless my mother and my father. I lost my mom on Thanksgiving this year. She died right in front of me as she was talking. She had this heutable aneurysm. Next thing you know, she got rushed to the hospital, and next thing you know, she was dead. She sat in a coma for 3 days. I slept next to her every night. I put her hand in my hand, and yeah, I've been through some trauma in my life. It's been pretty crazy, but I'm sure a lot of you have too. I'm not the only one that has watched their mother die, right? How many people have watched their mom die here on the chat? I'm probably not the only one, right? No, seriously, how many people watch your mother die? Put a 333. Oh no, I don't know about a 33. Yeah, but yeah, put a 33. Put a 33 if you watch your mom die before. See, his died when he was 6. Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna club of people that know what it's like to go through this pain. You know what I mean? And we can't, you know, emotions. It doesn't matter. We must push through. We got portfolios to take care of. We have lives to lead. But look, see the daily pushing down. This is a really good sign for BTC. Let's get this daily dump to the downside. Let's get this dollar to dump. If it loses the key level, we want to see the dollar lose the 200 SMA on the daily. Once it does that, we are dumping. So if we bounce off that, not a good sign. We want to see this break and continue to the downside. I'll be watching this closely every day and kind of giving you guys updates. And then my weekly analysis is tomorrow. I feel like I just did it. It's Friday again. We're back at it. All right. Lifer, would you put the Zeus claim airdrop page? If you voted, right, with your Jupe, claim Zeus. Yeah, it's hard to even know if you're going to get these. I get it. Yeah. And without Stas helping me out, I wouldn't remember, man. I got too much stuff going on. You know what I mean? I really do. I got to make sure that I'm keeping Bitcoin maintained for over 1,000 people in the group and make sure that people know what's going on. And I watched my dad die in January. Sorry to hear that, man. Lost her 1 year ago in my arms. I know your feelings. Time will heal. Amen. Doge, CHR, ATR, GFI, and MVERSE, and ENA. Yeah. In my 20s, my dad died at 62. My head was on his chest as he took his last breath. I still feel that to this day. Chris, man, I love you. So sorry to hear that, my friend. And if you want to trade where we trade on MEXC.com. I'm telling you, MEXC is the place. Hold MEXC token to enjoy the lowest fees in the market. We're talking 0 spot fees, 0 spot maker fees, and only 0.2% taker fee. You can't get this anywhere else. Everyone else has bigger fees. You really can't get these are the best fees in the game. That's why I like MEXC. They also get the best coins. The most smallest coins is the fastest. You won't have to run to Uniswap and pay Uniswap fees. You'll be able to buy that coin right here on MEXC. You do a fabulous job, Sam. We appreciate you so much. Shout out to my man, Rave Song Records. We love you. We appreciate you for that awesome feedback. And thank you for the tweet that you gave last week. That meant the world to me, man. I asked for it, and you did it immediately. You were like, oh, I'll go do it. You know, just a great person, man. A lot is coming to you in your life. You give a lot, so you will receive a lot. And yeah, you're just a blessed individual, and I'm super happy that you're in my trading group and that you decided to pick our group. You know, a lot of really awesome individuals picked us. Anyone could have paid $99, I get it, and been a part of the group, but like, not only do people pay the $99, but they're people that have an amazing spirit, an amazing drive. So I get this beautiful benefit of having just really awesome people in my life due to the trading group. And I think it's a great benefit. Look at this shoulder, head, right shoulder there for Bitcoin. Wouldn't be surprised if it does start to make a bit of a move here. And I'm overall bullish right now because we're above 67.2. And 67.2 was the big deal, and we're above it. So as long as we stay above that, I'm a pretty happy guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at Dogecoin. So Doge, I had that beautiful flag. It broke out, got rejected by 22, came back down to 18. And it's all about, like, if the dollar can respect this level, then Doge can. I mean, Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin dumps, everything's going to dump. You understand that, right? We lose key levels for Bitcoin. Okay. However, I did show you the hidden bullish. I did show you we're above the 200 on certain areas. And again, it's all about that 4 hour today, breaking above the 200. It's all about, you know, closing weekly candles above 67.2. It's about closing daily candles above 65.5 and 67,200. Those things are so crucial and key that we do that. We got to make sure we maintain those levels. Everyone, keep the likes up to the watches. We got 2,000 people here, but they changed the timing on the New Year's. They changed the clocks in Europe or whatever. So it's throwing us off a little bit. But I know we will just grind. I'm not discouraged. I love it. It just gives me another challenge. I take a challenge and I take that challenge. I will boom myself all the way back to 3,000 watchers and more. We'll continue to push forward and give you guys value every single day. Previous supporters resistance on Doge. Chance we get a nice move there. Take a look at your 4 hour time frame. Your 4 hours low and bending. But it's above the 200. As long as Doge stays above the 200, I'm bullish. So you could even put an entry here with a stop loss on the other side of the 200 SMA, and that would be a great way to tackle Doge. Again, that's my strategy. You have to learn a system that works for you. But if you want to get the education, jump on in. I teach class the last Saturday of every single month. And I teach class. I'm making an exception this week. I'm teaching class this Saturday, which I don't have to. I'm putting a little more stress on myself, but I want more and more people to learn. So jump on in today to class. If you want to jump on into class, I have the link right there. You can see it. It's the QR code. It's $150 for 2 hours. I can't wait to see you in there. I normally don't teach class. However, it looks like I'm not going to be able to teach class the last Saturday of every month because that's when I'm going to be moving. So this may be the last class of the month, in my humble opinion. So probably a reason why I'm doing that. And then we'll start up again, or maybe we'll start the beginning. We'll do it the mid-month or something after this, because I always want to make sure I do it enough. But $150, jump into class today. Hit the QR code or the link below. I'm telling you right now, if you think 2 hours of me is worth it, imagine 3 hours sitting down, getting a PowerPoint from me, my 9-point checklist, why I get into a trade, how I get into the trade, what I'm looking at, how I'm looking at it, and more. If that doesn't get your goat, then and you're sitting here watching excited, and I don't know what will. All right. Ooh, that's a little wacky. How do you do a pocket square? It depends on what you're doing or how I'm feeling about it. Sometimes I just push it through the hand, loop it, make this cool little circle, bend it back in, and push it up. And give it kind of this rose feathered effect here, you know, depending on the fabric and how it looks, you know. Anyway, the camera's a little above me, so it accentuates it a little more. So even though it's not as big as it is, it looks bigger. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So Doge looks interesting to me for a bounce back to the top of the channel. If Bitcoin can go sideways, hold 67.2, people are going to give a sign of relief, and, you know, money's going to flow back into these altcoins. So I'm looking at that for Dogecoin. That looks interesting to me. CHR, which is Chromia. We used to trade this back in the day a lot. CHR, Chromia, if I'm correct. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. On KuCoin, CoinX. I personally like CoinX more than KuCoin. Kind of gave up on KuCoin, man. I've liked KuCoin. That'd be cool, but nah. So CHR looks interesting to me. See how it's inside of this, like, what could become an ascending triangle. So you just want to look for consolidation. If it gets tighter in the zone there, you're likely going to get a move. So that's what I do. I project consolidation. When I get it, I then trade it. Really simple way to trade, right? I make sure that the coin's going to do what I want it to do. I pan out what it should do before it happens. Now, I've been watching price action for a long time, so I can see what's likely going to happen based off watching so many other assets in my life and seeing them actually do exactly what this one wants to do. So I'm watching CHR inside of the buy zone, and that would be the buy zone for me for CHR. That would be 70% gain into price discovery. All right. All the way back up to what? 78 cents here for Chromia. So that's on my radar. Actually, I like what I'm seeing here. Looks likely. Let's take a look at our 22 on our daily. If they're low and curving, I mean, that looks beautiful. So I could see this thing doing numbers. And again, if Bitcoin tanks, this will fall out of the pattern and dump back to the 200. You have to understand that. You know, if we get a crazy move out of nowhere, it will affect every single altcoin. That's just how it is. All right. Shout out to Love Learning. Put her hand on her mother's heart as she crossed over. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. With the 33s too, right? So insane. I love you, Love Learning. Never fear. When you're in my court, never fear. Everyone is okay, right? Hope everything's going well with yours and everything's going okay. Hope the car got fixed and everything's back to normal a little bit and you can breathe easy. I love you so much, and it means the world to me that you're okay. I care about everyone that ever helped me in my life. I care about everyone that ever puts their energy for me. And you're at every class. You push everybody. You help so many people in the trading group. You're just such a gem, such a good person, and blessing. So look, ATR starting to get that sell-off a little far away from the 21-day moving average. You know what I mean? Breaching the parabola too a little bit. Maybe time for it to come on down. But it could also just continue to pump. I'm willing to hold this thing for the next 4 to 5 months and see where RWA goes. And, you know, all boats should rise, you know. Chance that we just get a wick up here. This stays inside of a flag. Take a look at your 1 hour time frame. They're both pretty oversold, but you're getting that kind of bend. I don't like the bend. You know, it's like, eh. So here's the deal. What do I see happening for this? Well, it's about supportive resistance. You really needed to hold 8.4. You don't hold 8.4. You're likely to bounce back down to this 200 SMA. So probably test 6.4 is likely going to happen. Shoulder, head, kind of a right shoulder too as well. I was hoping we could get a bit of a move last night when we made this flag, but it was a little sketchy, and you have to admit that there was a right shoulder there that could be playing out to the downside. The measured move could take us further down to ATR, back down to here. All right. I'm still open-minded. I mean, we could wick back up. I don't know what's going to happen to this. It's at a little sketchy spot. But there's some support there. And there's a chance it could still bounce back to the upside. Went to a high of 10.5 cents, though. We got it at 2 and 6 tenths of a cent back down here. This thing absolutely ripped from when I first put it out. Up 276% gains. I mean, that's insane. I put this out in the trading. We've been trading it on and off ever since. And I've made a very good amount off this coin already. It's been amazing. So, all right. And now I got a moon bag, and I'm willing to let it sit and find out where it goes from there. GFI Goldfinch. This thing got extended out of control, right? I'm going to have to look at it on another exchange like CoinX. I personally dollar cost average into this coin recently. To me, it's so hot right now, and too many people are talking about it. You got BitBoy talking about it. You got other, RWA nerds that go deep dive on it. There's a lot of people breaking this coin down. Now, it could make a right shoulder and continue to the downside. It's pretty hyped right now, right? The daily's a little far away from the 21, but not too far. It could make a right shoulder and dump. I'd watch it. I dollar cost average. I put like $1,000 in. I'd be willing. I would like to get $5,000 in it. You know what I mean? And I look at the market cap of this coin. All right. And you learned about a lot of coins today on this channel. I'm telling you, Game GPT. You might even not know about this coin too. We're going to break down for you right now. Goldfinch, a real world asset. It's got a $142 million market cap. So this thing could definitely get to a 10x. I can see it $40. 25% of the supply is out. It's got the Ethereum address. I'd like to have a little more than that. Let's take a look at its Twitter. 66,600 Twitter followers. Reposted on March 18th. Reposted on March 12th. Should be a little more active, honestly, on their Twitter. That's a bit disappointing to see their Twitter like really that off. It's kind of whack. Yeah. I don't know. I know people like this project, but I personally like to see a lot more action there. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll put out coins, ideas. I even give free trades sometimes when I see something that's obvious for Bitcoin or a coin that I'm talking about. So stay tuned for that. I'm always going to be able to give you some awesome information on my Twitter. I'd greatly appreciate that. So Goldfinch looks interesting to me. I personally jumped on in, and it's high risk, high reward at this point. Moving averages are a little far apart. I wouldn't be surprised if it did pull back. So I'm in the middle on it because it's got so much hype. I really am. And it at previous support is resistance. It would have to break 473. Then it'll come test 350. Loses 350, it could drop all the way down to 211. All right. MVERSE, which is MineVerse on Uniswap Layer 2. Let's take a look here. Just came out early, March 7th. Consolidated nicely and continued up. I feel like it just made a flag like this and then it broke out of the flag to the upside. And then bang, resistance here. I mean, pretty new. Let me take a look at it on Deck Screener where I got a little more information. I go to MVERSE, MineVerse, then I'm going to copy the contract address here. Head over to Deck Screener and paste that address in. Nice and fast and furious. No one gives you TA quicker and more efficiently than me. No one moves the mouse better. I got this locked down, baby. I've been doing it for so long. I can live stream your pants off. Well, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean. I always got to be respectful. I like to be funny and make jokes. Sometimes I realize my jokes may be like a little more immature than like where I am now in life. But I still think things are funny, But people have like a high idea of who I am, what I do. I got to be really careful what I say now. You know what I mean? There's a lot of respect out here for me, and I'd like to keep it. I mean, this thing looks like it wants to go in a parabola in a way. Wouldn't be surprised if I saw it up, just continue up to $1, I don't know anything about the project much, though. You'd have to do your own research and kind of find out more about what's happening there. All right. It's an AI-driven platform tailored for crypto market, offering seamless interactions for auditing tokens, fetching real-time prices, and executing swaps without KYC on exchanges like Binance and KuCoin. Huh? Executing swaps without KYC on exchanges? By simplifying access to critical trading operations and leveraging AI for market analysis, MineVerse empowers users with comprehensive toolsets for informed decision-making and efficient trading. set a new standard in the integration of AI technology with cryptocurrency trading and portfolio management. Wow, this just blew my mind. How could I buy on KuCoin? A trader mine amplified. Launch bot. Advanced to Avi real-time insights, token audits, tutorial, swap, website. Swap directly on sexes like Binance and KuCoin via the MFERSE bot. No registration or KYC required. MFERSE accesses order books to execute your trades with withdrawals made directly from chosen exchange, streamlining your trading experience. Start the trader. To swap or trade, just tell the bot what you want. For example, swap 1 ETH to USDD. I'd like to trade 1 Bitcoin for Dogecoin. It's that easy. Our bot will guide you through the process, making trading, swapping as straightforward as sending a message. Yo. There's a minimum value for trades, which is around $75. Most Binance pairs are available, but possibly not all. We will soon have docs with this information. Query a trade / swap. MFERSE can take information from any trade you made on the bot. Example. Hey, please, what is the status of my trade order? Blah, blah, blah. To get an update, look at what MFERSE can do. Ask the bot what it can do. That's crazy, right? Wow, I just joined the chart. AI-powered crypto companion, swap, and blockchain bridge. Sex trading without KY. I still don't understand how you can trade on it. That's crazy, right? Wow. Anyway, Governor Ron DeSantis, just seeing it, they just pass it. Are they going to pass more crypto bills in Florida? Florida just looks the most crypto-friendly state. You know what I'm saying? We got news, too, from PayPal. PayPal says it's rolling out a new service that allows U.S. clients to send cross-border money transferring using the company's PYSU stablecoin. U.S. users of the company's international payment service, Exum, can convert PYUSD to USD and then send money to recipients in approximately 160 countries without being charged transaction fees. I send 3 or 4 wires a month that cost me $40 a wire. That would save me $120 right there. That's a meal at a nice restaurant. You know what I'm saying? ENA looks interesting to me. Bitcoin bounced out of the flag a little bit, got rejected by 67.8, but actually showing signs of life here. And now this is a bigger consolidation. If we point this out here, you can see we got something kind of brewing like this. Look at that. Could get tighter in the zone here, or a bit of a double top of the lower high. Sorry. See, we get this further move to the upside here for Bitcoin. Shout out to everyone here, the 1,388 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it and being here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's get 1,000 likes. Let's go, everyone. I don't know what I got to do to get 1,000 likes. We get 1,000 likes every day. Let's just do what we do. We got 97 people here that think the like button does not apply to them, but it does. Hit that like button. Let's go. You might have forgotten. I watched a channel one time, and I just forgot to hit the button. It's happened to me. I admit it. I watched a channel that I absolutely loved, and I'm just so into the content, I just forgot to go hit the like button. And you're sitting here with the charts. You might be looking at a bunch of things, so I'll take the benefit of the doubt and figure you forgot. But I just reminded you, so jump on in now and do the right thing. All right? And hit that like button. Okay. Yeah. Am I making a long or a short on Bitcoin right now? Not. I'm going to wait it out here. I got mixed signals. I want to see more consolidation personally. And I'll do another update in about an hour for the trading group to kind of break down what I see happening. Right now, I'm a little fried with TA. I got to let my mind marinate for a second. All right. And let's look at ENA. Layer AI about entering the 618 fib on 3-day, about to touch the 21. Probably a good time to load up. I like Layer AI right here for sure. Definitely. All right. Okay, so close to 1,000 likes. We'll get it. We always do it. We do it. I don't even stress it. My team is so good. The people that watch me are so amazing. We get 1,000 likes every single time, baby. Without even thinking about it. I just got to remind you guys sometimes. That's all. I know it happens. Human beings are forgetful. We forget things. It's okay. Look what we're seeing here with ENA. This thing has been hot. At the resistance, it bounced off 95. Athena. I don't know about long-term hold, but it could make a beautiful consolidation here if it can bounce. I'm going to watch to see if this thing could bounce and stay inside that, in the inner channel of that top, the nose, we call it, the nose of the plane there. But if it can get a bounce here and get tight, there's a good chance we have a move continuing to 177 for ENA. It's got to get back above 119, and 179 would be the target for ENA. All right. I need a break from TA. Continues to do TA. You're such a... Arkham on Coinbase. Arkham is hot. It's a great project. It just continues to rip. One of those things that just continues to go up. Any dip on this project to me is like a must-have, right? I picked this project out when it first came out. Really liked it. Someone did a deep dive for me in my trading group. Crypto Bear Baker sent me a whole deep dive on it. He was all about it. 57 cents, and then it would rip all the way to $4 to an 8x basically. And now it's kind of testing this 618 golden pocket where it may want to continue further to the upside. I think Arkham is one of the hottest projects in the game. It's got a great use case. You can see all the different wallets of all these big whales and kind of see where the money is moving in the market, which is an important idea. So it has a utility, a use case. People will want to get it. They can already sell ads on it for how many people would want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So that's exciting for me, and I can't wait to kind of see where that goes. But Arkham looks interesting to me. The target would be $6. Sadly, you can only get from like 2 to 6 now. But that's a 3x. But it was at 50 cents. All right. Hey, Sam, is starting capital indicator of chances to succeed in trading? I feel with bigger accounts, it's much easier to grow. I mean, it's also much easier to lose a lot of money. Man, that mentality, you just got to start with the idea that every building was built with one brick, man. And you can turn one brick into two bricks into 3, and you continue to grind. You just got to believe in yourself. You know what I mean? Yes, once you have bigger money, you can swing. Like I can make a swing trade now and make $2,000 overnight, where with 10 grand instead of having to play around. But again, just be happy where you are in life. Don't beat yourself up if you don't have enough capital. That's making excuses for why you can't continue to push. All right. We gave you looks rare in the trading group. We talked about it. We went over it many times. I said it looks nice to me. When Bitcoin was whack, it was one of the only coins I put out when the market was looking very sketchy. I said, I'm really sketched out, but I like this one. Up 40% in gains in the trading group. Bang, bang, bang. All right. And where's those gains, Shano? Where's them gains, Shano? Shano, how come no one did the gains for my Bitcoin call this morning? Not there. No one did the gains for this. What's going on? Someone's slacking. My team. Where you at? Where you at? Let's get it going. Believe me, I work every single day, so I can sniff it. I can sniff it. Let's get it going. Bro, you're right. That thing is moving. Chart looks nice. I just haven't been aping into BNB coins, but I know what you're making me consider that I started with BNB in 21 and how I'm fading it. BNB is hot, man. Yeah. Nobody's talking about BNB. They're talking about Solana and all this other stuff, but BNB is a pretty hot chain. I love BNB, right? Man, can't outwork Sammy. Make it safe. Don't feed the greed meter. Amen. Amen. Shout out to Ralph. And let's talk about all the people here. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to Tampa Somer. Shout out to Crypto Bellico. Shout out to Great White. Shout out to Jay, HGPT. Shout out to Love Learning in the house. Sean, Crypto, Block Vibes, John Harden, Bay Kale, Hassan K. Armouche, Cash in on Crypto, XGMX, we love you. I have a ledger, and hey, Sam, would you help me in the trading group with Trezor? I have a ledger also, which is quite easy to use, but adding tokens to Trezor seems impossible. I mean, Trezor just takes ERC20, Solana, and a few coins. So certain coin, it doesn't take every coin. That's the thing about Trezor. It doesn't take every coin. You know what I mean? So just remember that. All right. HGPT is backed by Microsoft and has a tier 1 exchange. I'm enjoying the run. HGPT. I mean, the thing is running, and I'm in this flag, and actually the flag looks pretty strong considering it double bottom there. You see that? Yeah, I'm bullish on this. I could see this thing making a big move. Of all the things out there, this thing is so bullish. Definitely. I'm with you. And we were it just got started at half a penny. In January, it's up as 16x. I mean, that's insane, right? A lot of these coins are going to be able to 100x. It just needs a 10x now for 160x. And bear with me, I'm doing better at putting alts in the alts and HGPT. And remember, around 2 o'clock today, the volume will drop. Bitcoin should start to go sideways, and we probably won't get much movement. That's why you take your money in the morning on Thursdays, all right, and then go and relax. Go to a tanning booth. Take in some sun, all right? Sol transactions have not been working for me lately. Have you been having issues? Why Sol? I haven't had any issues with Solana, but I did read that on Twitter yesterday. Give it some time. I haven't seen that, though. I have not seen that. Sol likes to show its weakness every now and again. Yeah, it's gonna, I mean, it throws people off, though. We got to get Sol to be up and running at all times. Greetings from the Netherlands. Can you check out UMA? Just congestion, bro. Yeah, it's a lot of people trying to do a lot of things at once. That's all. You know, write down your coins and buy things at 2 in the morning. You know, 12 in the morning when no one's paying attention. I do that same thing for Ethereum. I buy a lot of coins that I want between 1 and 3 a.m. because that's when the fees are the lowest. That's when all of America's asleep. London's just, you know what I mean? You're in between so many time zones. You don't want to have as many people asleep as you can in the world. If you get as many people asleep and you're hyperactive, you'll pay less fees. So, kind of a funny idea, right? I like UMA in this tight channel. It's getting tighter and tighter. Its measured move takes it to 8.9. A little sketchy, though. I think some better charts are out there. I sent USDC to Sol, and it took 2 hours. Really? More people use the network, and slower transactions get verified. Well, that's... So we're going to have a layer 2 on Solana now? Right? Let's take a look at Bitcoin before I jump on out of here one last time and see what's happening to BTC on the Binance chart. All right. So here's the deal. Resistance at 73,000. Resistance at 71,500 on these wicks, right? You can see where the candles close, 71,443. Low, high, lower, high. Big move. I like it. Trend line formed. Trend line support. And this is where we go. Tighter in the zone. Resistance right here at 68,600. And then I talk about my weekly areas. We have weekly support at 67,002. 160. As long as we close a weekly candle above that level, I'm a happy man. As long as we can't close a weekly candle above 65.5, I'll take it. That's it. I don't need a lot of big. I don't need a lot of. I don't need a lot. I just need a little bit here. So those are. We lose those levels, we could start to drop down further to 50, 61,000, 60K. Right. So that's like. So I need a weekly candle to close below 65.5 and 67.2 to be bearish. Until then, I just can't be bearish, right? In a bigger time frame. I can be bearish on the smaller time frames. Then the 3-day chart, remember, coming back to the 21-day moving average, making a bit of a flag here. This is what we talked about. This made sense. Would be interesting if we went a little lower so we don't have a descending triangle. Right now, it does have a descending triangle vibe on the 3-day chart, which is kind of bearish. So, and we go to the daily, and we're just back to watching this. So to me, it's the daily time frame that I'm going to use the most for the most information. I'm going to trust this daily the most, right? Then I head to the 4-hour time frame, and the 4 hours overbought and not able to get back above the level. It's not a good sign. 4 hours getting rejected actually by the 200 SMA. We needed the 4 hour to close back above that to remain bullish. This could end up being some type of bearish move here. You know, maybe we'll come back down. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but for me to remain bullish, I need this 4 hour to break back above the 200 SMA. Super, super important. And right now, that's not happening. The 1 hour also overbought, all right? And so, again, then we kind of have this, and then we get to the 15. And you can see how I move through the succession of the time frames. So can the smaller time frames bend the 1 hour? Can the 4 hour get flipped? And could the 15-minute stay inside this flag? The good news is we broke above the 200 SMAs in these smaller time frames, which usually is a pretty big sign. So I would not look at the 1 hour or the 4, and I would literally trade this 15-minute if it turns into a flag in the next 2 hours. The target for that would take us to 69,400 and break us above, you know, some of these resistances and get us back above 68,000. So I'd watch this flag on the 15 and the 7. They're going to be my go-to time frames for the next couple of hours. If the 15-minute can stay back above 67,175 and make a bit of a flag, we have a chance of breaking out. If we lose 67,175, 67.2, and we drop, and then that 4 hour could be pinning us and dropping us to the downside. So I'll be watching these smaller time frames to give you guys confirmation of what happens as we go further on into the day. All right. I've been in Florida 27 years. I'm from the Bronx. I never lost my accent. I love it. First time for everything. Yep. Not trying to be a bear here, but we closed 7 green months in a row. Only happened once or twice in Bitcoin's history. We have never closed 8 green months in a row. This time could be different. Hope so. Yeah, we talked about that. A lot of people have gone over that. The 15-minute has been creating a nice staircase of flags. Yes, it has. All right. He wrote head and shoulders on the 3-minute chart. I see that, yeah. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Looks like it may wants to dump far apart too. All right. 1 minute also has the head and shoulder, but the 5-minute, I see it. Yeah. We like VIA. We talked about VIA when it was on the lows here. Honestly, VIA is forming a nice little flag here that may continue. Watch this flag for Octavia. I wouldn't be surprised if it pumped. It's one of the hotter coins out today. Getting some love. Joey Paris put it out yesterday too. He got a pretty good amount of views on that video. I talked about Octavia when it was down here at about $1.20. And nice to see it bump back up to 175, but it's taking its sweet time. I do see it hitting 351 at one point. It's got a pretty good launch pad. It's interesting. All right. Hey, Lifer, with Cuban, Jamaican, Florida accent. Right. Everybody, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. And for the Alchemist, I'll take a look at PAAL AI for you just because you asked for just once. And I'll be a nice guy. And you know what? Being that nice goes a long way, I'll tell you that. People say, wow, he really went out of his way to read the chat and ask something that because YouTubers act like they're so big, right? And they just they skim over the chat like you're not important. But you're important because you make the show. Without you, I got nothing. And I know that. And I know God provided you for me today to be on this beautiful channel with me. So, PAAL AI is just in this beautiful consolidation. Long as it stays above that low at 52 cents, I do believe we could see PAAL AI back at 122. All right. Thank you for your time and energy. Peace out. Everyone, I love you. Thank you. I like my eggs poached, but I'll take them somebody side up today. Hey. Everybody, thank you so much for jumping on in. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. We got to 1,035 likes, $100 in chat revenue, $116 actually, not to take anything away. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. 60,000 subscribers and counting. On our way to 61,000 fast and furiously. I'm excited. You should be excited. This is a great place and a great time to be alive. I'm going to keep scanning the markets. We're going to find what's hot. I have my elite traders, what I'm looking at, what they're looking at, and we're just going to continue to find the newest, the hottest coins every single day, baby. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. That was creepy. Don't do that ever again. You stared at me. You didn't announce yourself, and you gave me a heart attack. You gave me a heart attack just now. What are you doing this hurry up stuff for? What's wrong? Why are you stressing me? Babe, don't do the staring thing when I'm on the live, babe. Come on now. Scared me half to death. You know that, right? That's why I got angry, because I got scared. Scared me. All right, everyone. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And I'll keep wearing amazing suits and clothes for you every single day. I got a wardrobe that'll blow your mind. I never have to wear the same thing. Stay tuned for more. Everyone, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. It's you that made this stream. It's you that showed up. And without you, I got nothing. So thank you so much. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Amen. Assalamu alaikum.